The Labour Party has condemned the killings of security agencies in Imo State by unknown gunmen and the subsequent burning of houses and businesses in Ehime Mbano local government area of the state by Nigerian soldiers. Over 14 local government areas out of the 27 in Imo State have been overrun by insecurity and killings, with death becoming a normal way of life. Unfortunately, the government of Imo State seem more interested in re-election than finding solutions to this dire situation. The Labour Party, in a statement on Saturday by the National Vice Chairman Southeast, Chief Innocent Okeke, described Governor Hope Uzodinma as clawless in the face of the killings and destructions going on in the state. According to report from our reliable source, revealed that on Tuesday, September 19, 2023, some unknown gunmen who were yet to be identified attacked and killed 5 security agents attached to the Joint Task Force Operation Search and Flush, and subsequently burnt their patrol vehicles along a road at Obowo community in Obowo local government area of the state. Later, soldiers of the Nigerian army allegedly returned to the community and burned down market, houses and businesses in what appeared as a reprisal attack on the community. Reacting to both attacks, the Labour Party condemned the rampant killings that are occurring daily in Imo State without any form of restraint, noting that the recent incident in Ehime Mbano was the climax of it all. According to the party, the purpose of governance becomes fertile if the lives of both the governed and the security agencies are not ensured, as the case in Imo State. The state has regrettably descended into a state of lawlessness and total anarchy, where individuals are uncertain about their safety for another 30 minutes without nursing the fear of death. Despite these distressing circumstances, the Nigerian government and the Imo State government have failed to take proactive measures to forestall further occurrences and adequately protect its citizens. They passively observe as lives are being destroyed on a daily basis. On Tuesday, 19 September 2023, in Ehime Mbano, security officers who were recruited by the federal government of Nigeria were killed, humiliated, and their bodies burnt beyond recognition. These officers had families who depended on them for daily survival, and it was unjust that they had to answer national calls with their lives. Unfortunately, this is one of many incidents in Imo State that has been underreported and uninvestigated, and no significant measures are being put in place to forestall further occurrence. The Labour Party regretted that instead of finding lasting solutions to the problem, the gospel of re-election is the only thing paramount on the lips of the government of Imo State, while the people are left defenseless. It added, the high level of governmental intimidations, harassment and threat to any group or individual who tries to come up with alternative ideas is another issue of concern today. It is beyond comprehension that the government of Imo State has been unable to identify the group responsible for these atrocities over the years and find a way to engage them positively. Instead, all we hear is the term unknown gunmen, leaving one to question the effectiveness of the State Intelligence Department. It is imperative that the government of Imo State identifies the source of these unknown gunmen within their territory, what their agitations are, and how the government can engage them in dialogue. Over 14 local government areas out of the 27 in Imo State have been overrun by insecurity and killings, with death becoming a normal way of life. Unfortunately, the government of Imo State seem more interested in re-election than finding solution to this dire situation. The Labour Party, however, condemned the reprisal attack by soldiers on defenseless citizens of Ehime Mbano, describing it as horrendous. On issues such as these, intelligence should be gathered, and the security can't get credible intelligence from the people by burning their shops and inflicting pain on them. Even in the heat of provocation, our gallant officers must exercise restraint and control their emotions. Their job is to protect lives and property, not the reverse. Labour Party asked the federal government to take a special interest in the current security situation in Imo State and the broader Southeast region, adding that the restoration of peace in this region would undoubtedly contribute significantly to the overall recovery of the Nigerian economy. Meanwhile, residents of Omo Alumako community in Ehime Mbano local government area of Imo State yesterday counted their losses following reprisal attacks from yet to be identified suspected military men last Wednesday. The community was recently invaded by unknown gunmen who killed personnel of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Nigerian Police and the Nigerian Army while on official duty in the area. About 5 officers on joint patrol duties were reportedly ambushed and set ablaze, with 2 of their Hilux vehicles burnt too. Consequently, members of the community, for fear of reprisal attacks from security operatives, fled the area. In protest against the onslaught on their men, security agents descended on the community, setting ablaze vehicles, houses, shops, hotels, and eateries. Reacting to the development, Imo State Labour Party governorship candidate in the forthcoming governorship election, Atan Achono, urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to intervene and save the people from being killed. He also urged Governor Hope Uzodinma to come to the people's aid by rebuilding their homes, stores, and businesses destroyed by the military officers during the attack. Atan Achono also urged the General Officer Commanding GOC 82 Division Enugu, Brigade Commander of 34th Field Artillery Obinze, and the Commissioner of Police in the state to call their men to order and stop reprisal attacks on villagers. He expressed regret that 2 of the deceased security officers were with him during his recent political campaign in Abo Mbise, Ezini Hite Mbise, and its environs, according to his words. The attack that happened is pure lawlessness. It shows there is no rule of law in this country. I have been supporting the police, the Directorate of State Services, DSS, and the military over the years. It is unfortunate that this happened. On the reprisal attacks, he said, the GOC should call his boys to order. The essence of governance is to protect the people. Government should lead by example. I am calling on Governor Hope Uzodinma to rebuild the places destroyed. They are not the ones who killed the security personnel, Atan Achono added. Similarly, the governorship candidate of the All Progressive Grand Alliance APGA in the state forthcoming election, Mr. Tony Ejiogo, has condemned the killings of the security personnel and reprisal attacks on the community, calling for the arrest and prosecutions of perpetrators to serve as deterrent to others.